Hi everybody, Sanbonani. Welcome to my channel. Please do make sure that you are subscribed to all of my channels, Dandom Leche, Reality Buzz TV, and Makelwane TV. So today we're going to talk about Tebogo Tobejane, that shooting that happened. Remember, there were suspects that were arrested and they made an appearance in court. So we're going to read a story that talks about that. And also we are going to talk about the Zahara sister's story, okay? Because I did do a story where there was an accusation made that they did steal a stove, but apparently it's more than that. It's more than just a stove and them trying to take off the built-in cupboards, in the house. Okay, so we'll talk about that after the Tebogo Tobejane story. So this one comes from Zimoja by Theo Nyaba. It says here, suspects in Tebogo Tobejane shooting remain behind bars. Okay, it says here, suspects in the shooting incident involving former Mubango actress and club hostess Tebogo Tobejane appeared in the Alexandra Magistrate Court yesterday on charges of attempted The two were arrested in April on a different charge and were later connected to the shooting of Tobejane. By the way, there was another friend that was injured during that incident, and I believe that the friend was more injured than Tobejane, okay, than Tebogo. Tobejane was coming from Saint's Champagne Lounge in Sentin around 11 p.m. in October last year with a friend and their driver when three men pulled up next to their car and asked at them. Tobejane escaped the incident unharmed, but the friend she was traveling with was wounded and rushed to the hospital where she spent a month. After the incident, Tobejane fled to Dubai as she feared for her life. I remember, you guys, how strange that was, that she was making an announcement that she's moving to Dubai because she wasn't feeling safe. And I was like, but if you're skipping the country because you don't feel safe, you don't tell the people where you're going, because then even the people that you are unsafe from will know where you are. It didn't make sense for me. So Tobejane told Zimoja that she wanted answers about who sent them. I'm still living in fear because I don't know why I am being marked by hitmen, she said. She has since returned to South Africa after a brief stay in Dubai. She may have to wait a little longer to find out who sent the alleged hitmen to go after her, since none of the two have confessed to the police about the essing. With a trial date not set yet, Tobejane said that she hopes that she does not have to walk looking over her shoulder, fearing another attack. She said that it is disheartening to live with fear due to the unknown. All I desire is to find happiness with my family and live a peaceful life. With the suspects back in police custody, Tobejane hopes the police will uncover more since their investigation still continues. She said that she just wants the nightmare to be over so that she can move on with her life. I just want the law to take its course. The two suspects who are still applying for bail had their cases postponed to September the 26th for further police investigation. I hope they don't get bail, because if they do, then she's going to go back to feeling unsafe again, since she doesn't even know who had sent these people. So now, listen, let's move on to the Zahara story. Remember, Zahara's sisters were living in the house that used to be Zahara, that no longer belonged to Zahara. And then when it was time for them to move out, they caused some drama where even the police had to be called. And then when they were eventually able to evict them, the following day, the owner comes to the house and then they find that the house is vandalized. They had, the pictures that had come out was of a built-in stove that had come out. They said that they had taken that stove. And then there was a picture of the bathroom where just things were all over the place. And the cabinet doors looked like maybe somebody had tried to pull it. So I don't know, you guys, if the purpose was just to destroy the house now that the owner was not letting them continue to live in the house, or they were thinking they were taking the stuff. I just don't understand. If you are pulling like cupboards and stuff, or you pull it off and go install it at another house. I don't understand it, you guys. But now the Sunday World is just explaining how the whole thing happened, because there were some of Zahara's belongings that were left in the house, actually. Okay, new owner accuses Zahara's sisters of vandalizing the star's house. This is a story by Julia Matiboho coming from the Sunday World. It says the late singer Zahara's sister The late singer Zahara's sisters are said to have destroyed her home, prompting the new owner of the Afropop sensation house to threaten to file a case of vandalism and malicious damage to property. Listen, I would do it just out of frustration, but at the same time, I kind of feel like the owner is not going to get any payment for what happened, the damage. I don't think they'll ever fix the things that they broke. So maybe just to teach them a lesson, they could open a case. But I can imagine that for the owner, he would have loved for them to fix the thing that they broke in the house. The sisters, Alumka Mkutukana and Bandezo Mkutukana Febana, also left some of the singer's clothes, including her dresses, her shoes, her bags, her hats, her belts, scattered all over the house when they vacated the home. You see now, you guys, they basically were focusing on the wrong things, because I think that if I lost my sister, I would want her, like, her property in terms of like the clothes and all of that to be properly taken care of. I think that the best thing that they could have done with Zahara's clothes and all of that would be to just pack them up and send it home to Zahara's mom, and then she can decide what she does with it. If she just wants to keep it forever, she can keep it. If she wants to give it away, she can give it away. But I think that that is the person that had a right to actually decide what happens to the clothes. Unless, of course, even her, she didn't mind that the sisters did all of that, you know, and just left everything there. I don't know, you guys. Zahara passed away in a private hospital in Johannesburg on the 11th of December 2023. This is after she spent 3 weeks in the intensive care. And I've seen people in the comment section, you guys, that are saying, because of all of these things that the sisters have done after Zahara passed away, they feel like maybe this sister should be investigated, because now it's like, did they have anything to do with Zahara? Kind of a situation. I don't know, you guys. I don't know if it's a sign that something happened. We might never know, but, you know, she was laid to rest in East London on December the 23rd. The sisters had occupied the singer's home in Little Falls, Rutherford, since her passing, and had allegedly left the house in an inhabitable state, and they were evicted last week. They allegedly trashed their residence, stole the built-in stove, and they also allegedly removed the ceiling of the wooden double garage door, broke the front gate, and left the poo in the pool. Guys, like, some of the stuff that they did, like, it's absolutely unnecessary. Like, your poop. You know what, people can bewitch you with your poop. You're just going to leave your poop. You're just going to be that careless with your poop. You know, people can take your poop and go and bewitch you. The next thing was a toilet because you left your poop in the, hey, I don't even know if YouTube likes the P word. The way I've said it so many times. Anyway, you guys, but that is so ridiculous, guys. That is so ridiculous. Removing the ceiling and the wooden double garage door. Why? Why? An agent who asked not to be identified told the Sunday World that the new owner of the home has asked that the criminal case be opened against the siblings for the alleged mess that they left behind. Guys, I can't even say that this person is wrong, because I understand them overstaying their welcome in the house, but they were taking care of the house, okay? They will still need to move out, but them like damaging the property on purpose, it just doesn't make sense for me. They have caused damage that easily amounts to 300,000 rand, said the agent. They stayed at the house rent-free for 6 months, and I'm sure they probably were not paying water, no paying rates, paying electricity. What kind of things is this? Exactly, because they had let them stay. Just because they were understanding the situation. The family had just lost a family member who was the one that owned the house. They needed some time to figure things out, so they let them stay. And what did they gain? Poop in the pool. Who does this to someone else's property? In pictures that Sunday World has seen, the house looks like it's ransacked by thieves well, it might as well. Because if they're taking stuff that doesn't belong to them, are they not thieves? With the bathroom cabinet doors broken and missing, kitchen units pulled out, blinds falling off, the garage ceiling pulled out, like everything. I mean, I think when they were walking out, they were just pulling stuff, because, guys, like the blinds, usually the installation of the blinds, it's not easy to just be like, shh. you must be making an effort to pull it down, like you really just want to destroy now. Okay, the agent added that the late musician's sister is initially left the house during the day on Friday, but they came back at night to allegedly trash it before leaving. Remember, the police had to be called for them to leave the house, and maybe they left, but they still had a spare key, and then they came back. They should have changed the locks, even the gates and everything, that very same day. It makes no sense what they did. I just screamed of anger and ungratefulness. The owner is within his right to open a case and currently weighing his option, the agent said. When contacted for comment, the sisters' phones rang unanswered. Sunday, well, you know what they must do now? If they open a case against them, I get the house is in Rutherford. So I'm thinking the case will have to be opened in Rutherford. They can trap them, because I think that they like money. They can just say there's a check here for Zahara that you guys need to come and collect or something. Something like that. They're definitely going to come back then, you know. Zahara's husband, informed Sunday World that he had been cut off from any discussion regarding his late wife. And quite honestly, you guys, it was said at the time when it was happening, what was happening to Mpo was happening. But imagine now if he was the one that is, if they recognized him as Zahara's husband, and now he was responsible to make sure that Zahara's things are taken care of, he will have to deal with so much, because they would fight him for that. And maybe it was a good thing for him that they did what they did, because now he can just stand on the side and be like, that's what you guys said. On the other hand, you guys, it might have worked better, because maybe he would have done the right thing as far as Zahara stuff being picked up and sent home, because he would have understood maybe what he already knew the house had been sold on auction. Okay, so he would have let the owner take possession of the house, and maybe he would have picked up Zahara stuff and sent it home, or even take it himself, you know, because which is better? Take the clothes or wear them, and then when you're leaving, you leave them there on the floor or whatever. What are these people supposed to do with those things? Baba added that he does not know where the musician was buried, despite still paying for her medical bills. He claims that the family had mistreated him. This is why he had gone to counseling to get well during his time of grief. And you imagine, you guys, with all of these stories coming up now and then, it's like every week now we are talking about Zahara's sisters, that it doesn't help anybody to heal anyway, you know. It's a lot. Anyway, at least now they are back. That is, if it's true that they are back in the Eastern Cape. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Tell me what you think about this in the comment section. Like the video before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers in Etana.